Hey, it's your boy Freshy Fletch, and I'm back with another video. Today, I got a great video for you guys. It's one on 5 tips, 5 secrets that I feel like every new player, aka also free-to-play player, should be doing. If you like this style of video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the video. There's a few things here that I think that are really important for free-to-play players, especially new free-to-play players. One of these things, the first thing I want to talk about out of the 5 main points is going to be story summon. So story summon actually came into the game not too long ago. If you go to your summon tab, you'll notice that you have the ability to choose the hero that you want to summon for. Now there are some stipulations to this, so it's not just you get to pick them and that's it. The most obvious thing is obviously they're going to cost bookmarks. So you're going to need enough bookmarks to summon for that hero. First and foremost, it's the same rules, 120 for pity. So you're going to need, what, I think it's 600 bookmarks or something like that. I can't remember. I don't feel like doing the math right now, but you know, you need enough bookmarks to pity if you want to get that hero. The second caveat to the story summon is that you actually are going to need, in order to select this hero and put the hero available for you to summon, you do need these currencies, their books. The book story collection is the name of the currency. You get those by doing the side stories, and I'll kind of show you. Let's say we wanted to summon for Mr. Vildred here. So before we go to the side story, I'll touch on the third caveat real quick. As you can see, some of these heroes are graded out, or most of them, because I haven't done the side story. So you have to go do the side story in order to unlock them as well. So let's say we want to summon for Vildred. We click move to the side story list. Vildred should be listed somewhere in here. Actually, he's probably in episode 1. Yeah, there we go. So Vildred will be listed here. You will go ahead and complete this. His portrait would then light up and allow you to summon for him. When you do this, you also get some story collection currency as well. So for those of you who are missing out on some of these heroes that are being offered, and you really need them in order to, like, you know, round out your teams, this is going to be very important for free to play and new players as well. Just being able to pick someone to summon for and be able to summon for them. The second thing I wanted to show is, this is something that's been shown before, but I feel like as time went on, it's more of a OG thing, right? And as time went on, it stopped being talked about as much, so new players don't actually know this. So it's something I kind of want to bring back up to the surface. It is the secret Labyrinth shop. So you can actually get to this secret shop. It's not the normal secret shop like Hoochie does, not Hoochie, the red guy does. This is a different secret shop. This one is actually in, so it looks like I don't have any currency. So I'm just going to buy this just for the sake of the video, and I'll show you guys where to go. You can get to this from any labyrinth, but it's easier to get to it from this first one here. And I'm just going to do this really quick so I don't get into a fight. But basically, you'll notice on the map that we didn't always have this. But you'll notice on the map, now you have the ability to see where the shop is. The one that we're going to is going to be the Hoochie symbol up here, which will just take us, which we'll just do this fight really quick, and then we'll be able to talk to him. Some people say that they don't get a fight, like just now how I didn't get a fight on the way there. Some people say that they do, so I do think it's random. Once you get here, you click on the merchant. This is going to bring up some items that are available for you to purchase. This shop does refresh every day. So a lot of times it's going to be weapon charms, armor charms, necklace charms, etc. They're very useful for your account, and since you can do this every day, they're not overly expensive. I suggest every new player, especially free-to-play player, get this every day, because over the long run, it's really going to progress your account. The other good thing about this is you don't actually have to use your energy. It's actually your labyrinth compass, because once you buy the items, all you have to do is yield out. You'll still get the item, but at the same time, you're not using that currency. So as you can see at the top here, I still have 1 out of 5. That's point 2 that I think that everyone should be doing pretty much every day. So number 3 that I wanted to cover with you guys. This might come to a surprise, but it is actually shop refreshing. So let me hop over to this what's his name? Is it Garo? Let's just say his name's Garo. I think his name's Garo. I call him Red Guy. Let's hop over to the real secret shop here. You'll notice that he does offer some items here. A lot of times they may be junk, but there are some times where he may offer some bookmarks. He offers both Mystic and Covenant bookmarks. They're random. The chances of Mystics are less than Covenants, to my knowledge. At least that's my assumption. And they're both pretty rare to get. So an example of secret shop refreshing is basically when you just hit this refresh button, and you will continuously do this until you happen to find like some bookmarks. There's also some friendship bookmarks here as well. These are not nearly as important as the ones that we're looking for. But you'd basically just do this over and over. Some people I've seen do this for hours, like hours at a time, and they keep going until they get some bookmarks. The other good part of this is that you also may find some good gear. Every once in a while, he'll roll you a nice red piece. Usually they cost about 1,000,000 gold, so honestly don't buy it unless it has like nearly perfect subs. It's pretty rare, but it is something that still happens. And I wish I could have got something for you for the video, but it doesn't look like I will. I'm gonna keep going for a bit. Oh, there we go. Okay, so as you see, took a little bit, so I had to fast forward a little bit, but there you go. You get these bookmarks. It costs you a little bit of gold, so if you're gonna be doing shop refreshing, make sure you have some gold saved up. But what the point of this is you will actually get more bookmarks for your sky stones on average, right? It is a little bit of a gamble. You know, you may go a long streak without getting some, but over the long run, it's been proven and tested by many players that you will usually come out on top. Now, the other place where you can wind up getting those bookmarks is if you go to the shop and you just buy them straight up. I think it's in the normal section. Yes, I don't know why I skipped past it. It's here in the normal section. You can actually buy 5 Covenant bookmarks for 100 sky stones, or 50 for 950 discount if you buy the 50 Covenant bookmarks, and you also get some extra Sigma. So it's usually worth doing that. So basically, long story short, it's usually more efficient to do the shop refreshing, especially if you need to make your sky stones last longer. But that's enough on that. I wanted to get to our 4th main point that I feel like every free-to-play player really needs to know. So this is kind of a niche one, and it also goes into personal preference. But if you go into the Sanctuary in the High Command Center, there's actually missions that you can do passively, right? We have Golden Stigma, which I don't really recommend. Even with the stigma, like now we have a stigma buff. I think we get a lot more stigma than you actually get from here. I didn't check if they changed the calculations, but that's besides the point. What I think is important are these hunt coins and these conquest points. The conquest points, they're useful if you're going for the arena gear, which I do recommend you get the good pieces of arena gear. So they can be useful in that sense. But for me, I primarily do the hunt missions. You get these coins, the ancient coins, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you what you're going to use them for. So if you go over here to your shop, you'll notice that there is a Labyrinth shop where you can use your ancient coins. You can actually buy ring charms and necklace charms. I find these a little bit more difficult to get, and I'll explain to you why. When you're grinding adventure, a lot of the times you're going to get that junk gear, like the fodder gear, right? The fodder gear usually comes into left side pieces. So, and then I think boots too. So it's usually like a sword or a helmet or a chest piece or whatever that you could feed into your other gear, which is great. However, you don't get a lot of fodder, necklace, and rings to use. So in that case, a lot of the times your bottleneck is going to be you don't have the accessories to, or you don't have the charms to improve your accessories, I should say, and that can really stop you from progressing your account. So me personally, I always keep a bunch of ancient coins on hand. Personally, I also do not grind Labyrinth very often because I'm using my Labyrinth entries to get into Hell Raid. I'm buying my Hell Raids religiously. I say that almost every video. You know, Hell Raid, Hell Raid, Hell Raid. At this point, I'm gonna come out with the Hell Raid guide, but I digress. So what I prefer to do is to use these lesser ring charms, and you can use them obviously to enhance my accessory. So that's just me. So right now, if I need to plus 15 in accessory, I can go ahead and do that. And it probably would only cost me about 30 of them or something like that, you know. So I could plus 15 a few, and I probably should, but that's something I'm going to do at a later date. This is just for demonstration purposes. All right, and if you guys hung around the video for this long, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into the last thing that I think you should do, which everyone should be doing already, but if you're not, you need to join a guild, and you need to do your bi-weekly, or is it tri-weekly guild wars 3 times a week. Make sure you're always doing this. This is very important for free-to-play players, newer players. If you don't have a guild, join one. You'll notice that you'll have a guild button down here. I'm not going to show you how to join a guild because that would require me to quit it, but it's pretty simple. You click the guild, you click this menu. I'll see if I put an infographic up, but it's basically going to show you guys options for guilds. Find one that has, you know, a decent amount of members. They look pretty active. When you first start out, you're going to be joining any guild, but as you begin to level up and progress in your E7 career, eventually you may wind up having to switch guilds to one that's a little bit more active and that are keeping the buffs up. So there's 2 things to guilds that there's a lot that goes into guilds. That actually have a video on the secrets that you need to know from the guild shop. So I'm from the guild menu, so I'm not going to go into all of it. I'll put that somewhere on the screen somewhere, I'm not sure where, but basically you're going to want to make sure that your guild has buffs, and this is the responsibility of the guild leader. As long as everyone is being active in the guild as far as doing their guild weeklies and things like that, and donating and all that stuff, you'll have enough money to buy these buffs. You want these buffs pretty much on 24/7, and it looks like either the captain or the vice captain can buy it, but you want both of these buffs on 24/7. One gives you everyone in the guild extra experience, and then the other one gives extra gold as well. And the healing one, I mean, it's not as important, but yeah, it's cool to have. Sure, whatever. You get decreased gold for healing, I think it says. Yeah, healing costs reduced by 10%. Cool, whatever. The other thing you really want to do is Guild Wars. So Guild Wars is actually some really fun content. It's 3-on-3, you know, 3-on-3 battles against the AI of someone's defense. Similar kind of to Arena, except for without the 4th unit. Now, you also have the option to put up your Guild Wars defense as well. And just as an example, this is my defense. I have my 3 units. There's actually 2 rounds, so you're going to have 2 rounds of 3 units. You can put whatever units you like, your highest CP ones or meta builds and everything like that. I'm not going to get too much into it, but the reason why you want to do Guild Wars, which is the most important thing, is because your rewards that you're going to get are Mystic Medals. Mystic Medals are very hard to come by, and Mystic Medals are what are going to help you get the strongest heroes in the game. So just as an example, I'll go ahead and show you the new unit that just came out. If you go over here to the Summon tab, you'll see what we have. Mystic Summon here. Mystic Summon costs Mystic Medals. And this is what I refer to. Mystic, I'm not going to say it's the best way necessarily, because technically you could get more Mystic Medals from, let's say, I don't know, doing a certain Abyss floor or something like that. Yes, that's true. But those are one-time clears. Guild Wars are consistent things where you can get maybe like 50 to 100 Mystic Medals per Guild War, and you do that 3 times a week. Meaning if you did all 3 of your Guild Wars, you have the potential of up to 300 bookmarks, you know, for Mystic bookmarks for that week. So that's just something to take note of. And I think that's pretty much all I have for you guys. But I do want to say I appreciate everyone, your love and support. You guys have been great. Appreciate the subscribes as well. And if you like the style of content, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from me in the future, don't forget to subscribe. Freshly Fletch in the flesh. Peace.